Alrighty then. New Year's Eve, what's up? So we just finished watching Kiss 2020 Goodbye live stream direct from Dubai, and Mitch Lafon joining us. What's happening? So, dude, first of all, first thoughts and reaction to the live stream. What did you think? How did you feel about it? Did you have fun?
I got to tell you, it is the first live stream I've actually watched
all year.
All year, yeah. I haven't been watching them. I've the whole you got to get it and do an account and then stream it to your TV, and you got to. I was just like, I'm too
much work for you.
Yeah, I want to go to Apple TV and just push a button.
Right. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what it was. Like you just.
But that's it. This was fine, and I loved it. It was interesting because I started watching it downstairs on the big screen TV and all that, and it was missing vibe for me. So I came upstairs and I put it on the computer with the headphones on, and I had it blasting in my ears. And then I went, oh
yeah, dude, the sound mix was really good. I did that too. I was watching on my phone, like just downstairs. I was like, I forgot to buy my stream. So I went and I looked at what like the packages included. So I went for the $250 one.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, dude. Look, I got the end of the road. You're a fan too. You're not rocking any Kiss merch right now. What are you wearing? But what do you got on?
I'm wearing Scorpions merch that I bought at Christmas. But hey, Doc McGee managed the Scorpions for a while. So come on.
It's true. So I went back upstairs and I put my headphones on and my laptop and I was like, oh, this sounds amazing.
Yeah,
like
the headphones made a huge difference. I was watching it downstairs and I heard, the dog barking and people in the kitchen doing stuff. And it was just like, no, I can't have a
Kiss is on TV. You can't be distracted.
No, and I was getting distracted. So I came upstairs, I locked the door, I put the headphones on, and I was just like,
yeah, it was a completely different experience. So first of all, first thing I noticed listening, it was literally like the soundboard feed. So like once you put the headphones on, it was like PA system and it sounded really good. First thing I noticed was the fake crowd swell. They could have done with a little bit less fake crowd. We knew how many people were there. So you didn't really need the arena sound effect. I mean, okay, it sounds kind of cool, but it kind of ruined it for me. I'm like, wait, there's not that many people. But then I kind of got into it and I was like, this feels like a Kiss show. Yeah, people are here. Like, it feels normal.
Right. And to be fair, that's a standard in 2020. NFL doing it, Major League Baseball is doing it, the soccer is doing it. So I think that's just a 2020 production value. So I'll give them a pass on that. But it was interesting because you're hearing, and you're going,
Paul Stanley's like, people, how you doing? And it's like, or like if people in the back of the Atlantis on the balcony, you cannot hear them, however strong your mic is.
Right. But you know what? I've been watching the NFL games, and I can just imagine how incredibly boring they would be if there was just silence.
Yeah.
Like, there's a tackle.
WWE did that with the Thunderdome for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Like they have like screens around the arena now with all fans on it. And they have the crowd noise being pumped in. So it sounds like, there's an atmosphere, which totally affects the performance too.
Yes.
Like if you watch the soundcheck videos.
We're like Pavlov's dogs. We're trained to hear certain things.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if you watch like the soundcheck videos that leaked on YouTube and stuff, like, it was a completely different vibe. By the way, what did you think of the soundcheck videos? Seeing them on that stage, playing those songs, dressed like, in their black leather and stuff, like revenge kind of look, makeupless. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
It made me think that maybe it's time to do an unmasked tour because, there's so many people that complain about Ace or Tommy in the Ace makeup and Air. I think if you just take that out and you strip it back to just the songs, I think a lot more people would just go, yeah, all right.
The songs and the production, like, watching those soundcheck videos, I was fully invested. I'm like, holy crap, like this is awesome.
Yes, and the Revenge tour, which you didn't see because I don't think you were born at the time, was a fantastic tour. And I don't see why. Let's just go back to that. I mean, yes, we all love the makeup and stuff, but a lot of the criticism the band gets is because of the makeup. So you take that out of the equation, and now you've got a rock show. So, yeah, those makeup, non-makeup, what do we call it, rehearsal footage, especially of Psycho Circus, you just went, there's a plan B going on here.
Cool. It's pretty cool,
And you could probably even do both, like do the major market tour, LA, Detroit, Boston, Toronto with the makeup.
Yeah.
And then say, hey, when we're going to the B markets, the Manchester, New Hampshire's, like we saw on February 1st, we're doing this no makeup. And then you'll be like, oh, I'm going to have to drive to that.
Yeah, that's
vice versa, right?
Kids playing no makeup in Manchester. What? Okay, dude, let's drive up. Let's go see that. Like that would be a destination kind of thing.
And the folks in Manchester are going to be like, damn, I got to go down to freaking Madison Square because they're doing the makeup there. So that actually could be a good little ticket selling thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What did you think of the set list? I thought it was damn solid. I thought it was exactly what it should be. First of all, you're playing New Year's Eve in Dubai at the Atlantis. I'm going to say, like 50% of the people staying at the Atlantis on New Year's Eve really don't know the deep cuts of Kiss. They know the radio hits. They're going to play, hear stuff that's familiar to them. So I thought it was really smart what they did with the set list. They knew that the fans were going to be buying the stream. So they threw in the Parasite and they threw in, so
Tears Are Falling.
Tears Are Falling, which is, wow, you hear that was a radio song, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. But, it's funny because I got a set list that was exactly identical to what was actually played, but right after God of Thunder on the set list I was given, they had thrown in the song I from The Elder.
Yeah, didn't I text you? I was like, what is this? What's I? And you were like, from The Elder, it's an awesome song.
I know. I was like, great, I can't wait. And then they got to it, and I'm looking at it and going, yeah, dudes, say yeah, and I'm like, it's working. And they got to God of Thunder, and I went, boom, we're gonna get I next. And then he went to Psycho Circus, and I went,
oh. You know what that is? Somebody sent you that just as a rib. They're like, oh, let's get excited.
I know, they got me all excited, and then they took it away. But then they threw in Strutter at the end, which I thought was kind of cool.
I thought that was really cool. The only thing that I get why they play it, say yeah. Okay, if you're gonna play something off Sonic Boom, like play modern day Delilah.
Like I like Say Yeah.
I like it too because it's like fun party song. Like say yeah, like you get the crowd saying yeah, you get the kids, you get the moms and stuff.
I might throw it in at the beginning of the set. The show opens, and you're like, everybody say yeah. That.
Yeah. Or don't even play the whole song. Play the verse and like the first chorus, and then go into like the next song. Like kind of thing,
like
there's just to get the crowd going. But
all right, I'll give you my one complaint of this show right now.
Okay,
it was that sort of 1980s, 1990s MTV quick cut kind of stuff where they're going from one guy to another guy to a this to the that, and then you've got the balcony, and then they're showing the. That's not how I watch shows. So the complaint is not so much maybe with them, but how I watch shows. When I go to a concert, I will sit and stare at Gene for 5 minutes, and then I will sit and stare at Paul for 5 minutes, and then I'll move over and
yeah.
I don't do this.
But I will say though, and it's funny you mentioned that. So you can tell the person that was directing the show hasn't directed a Kiss show before, because there are certain musical cues that I'm so used to seeing, on the big screens in the arena, or like, you watch Rock the Nation. There's certain musical cues, like a certain Eric Singer drum fill that you just want to see him play.
Yes.
Or even during War Machine when he's doing like the stick tricks, throwing them up, and they didn't cut to Eric once in like the whole verse and a half. And I was like, well, who's directing this? And that, like, they kept cutting to the back of the stage when like fire would be going off and you wouldn't see the fire. Like it was just bizarre.
Yeah, that was my one complaint, that it wasn't how I watch a show.
Yeah.
It's like trying to watch an NFL game and they're running down the field and then they start showing you the cheerleader randomly. And you're like, but I want to see the guy score the top. Why am I?
Yeah.
Well, she is cute. I'll give you that. But
yeah, I know. But it's like, I want to see Eric Singer doing those stick tricks. And I want to see Paul, like playing the guitar between his legs. And, so it was just.
All right, hold on. I got two complaints. I just thought of my second complaint.
Mm-hmm.
It's when they came out with the Guinness Book of World Records.
Mm.
And it went on. And he goes, well, is it the most expensive stream show or whatever, the most money? We'll get back to you. And we'll get back to you. And it's like, could you just come out and give them the fucking plaque?
Yeah. Could you just give it to like Guinness World? Like, come on, they're all paid for. Like, we know you're getting it regardless. So it's like, I don't know why they made like such a weird thing about that. They could have just given it to them and said, yes, you got it. You know,
they should have just walked out and said, hey, most whatever they got it for, here it is, off you go. And I think you could tell that Paul was getting a little tense because he was like, okay, let's rock and roll all night. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. It's
now negative stuff out of the way. I loved it. I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great. And tears are falling in there. I'm just looking at the set list right here. Calling Dr. Love's in there. 100,000 years.
Everybody was talking about that.
100,000 years had been, God, I haven't checked the set list in a while, but I think they had retired it for a couple of tours or something. So that was nice. Well,
they did it when we saw them in Manchester, but I was even texting you during the show. I was saying, like, I like that they changed up the set list. Like, Lick It Up's usually like later on in the show.
Right.
They had all these high momentum, really fun. So, like when they went into like Heaven's on out of I Love It Loud right into Heaven's on Fire, I was like, dude, it was so well done. And the fact that they did it the way they did, like, I think they should really look back at this set list and look at the way that the flow was. And when they get back on the road, they should really do more stuff like that, because it's like, and the way the sequencing, they went from Cold Gin to God of Thunder to Psycho Circus to Parasite to Love. Like the flow of it was just so much better. And it just had so much momentum to it. Or it could also be that I just miss seeing Kiss in concert and I was going to take it either way. But the flow of the show was it was really well done. And
God of Thunder, let me what did they changed the lyrics. Instead of Virgin Soul, they changed it to I had written it down here, to something gold, Sacred Gold, I think it was.
Real? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so he gets to the part of God of Thunder and it goes, rob you of your virgin soul, and he says, rob you of your sacred gold. And I was like,
oh,
right.
That was that must have been like
and no blood. No blood was spit.
That's right. There was no blood.
So that has got to be the Dubai officials who said, show us your words, show us the lyrics, show us what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And censor it. I mean, I know Metallica, when they went to China, they went, you're not playing Master of Puppets. And I believe it was Megadeth. I think Symphony of Destruction was banned from their set. And sometimes you have to adhere to the local customs, and for something
that's it. You go to another country, it's abide by their, they got other rules, they got other laws, they got a different culture and lifestyle. It's like, you want to go into their country, abide by their rules. Like when you come to America.
But you see, that's why I like this now, because now you have, out of 45, 50 years. Well, what are we at now? The 73 to 47 years or whatever. This is the first time that it was sung as Sacred Gold. So now we have this unique version.
But now all the fans are going to have to go and buy the Blu-ray and the vinyl and everything to have that exclusive live from Dubai changed lyrics version, alternate lyrics.
It's also going to be on Sirius XM. I'm wondering if Sirius is going to play the entire thing or if they're going to edit some stuff down. Because, I mean, listen, if I'm listening to Sirius XM and the Guinness Book of World Record guy comes out, I might be taking a pee break. So maybe they need to just sort of snippy.
You did that during the drum solo anyway, right?
I did. And I mean, no disrespect to drummers around the world. I just don't like drum solos. But listen, there are some that I can tolerate. There are some, like Herman Rarebell of the Scorpions back in the day. It was almost like a jam, and it had sort of a musicality to it. The whole tappity tap 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 stuff,
right?
Oh, it's such an incredible fucking waste of time.
Did you notice Eric Singer's homage to Neil Peart?
No. Oh yeah. He had the almost the Rush-looking drum head or whatever.
Yeah. So he had the homage, like on the front of his kick drums, where it had the big Kiss logo. Right at the bottom, there was a small little Neil Peart homage, but also on his snare drum, he had 2112 written in Sharpie.
Oh, I didn't notice that at all.
Yeah.
Huh? See, you didn't notice the lyrics, and I didn't notice that. So, and that's why this live stream is great, because I've got the version where I have it for 72 hours. And I'm going to come back tonight, actually, and like at midnight, and I'm going to just watch it till 2 a.m. when
me too.
Everybody in the house is asleep.
Yeah.
And it's going to be super quiet, and it's going to be dark. And so the computer's just going to be bright in my face. And
Well, I bought the $250 version. So I've got the live stream. I got 30 days of replay, video on demand rights, limited edition t-shirt, commemorative VIP laminate, limited edition DVD Blu-ray with 16-page book. I got a Kiss 2020 Goodbye limited edition poster, digital video download of the show, Kiss 2020
Oh, you can
Goodbye.
download the whole show?
Yeah, so I got a digital download of it. I got Kiss 2020 Goodbye guitar picks. I got drumsticks, and I got a face mask from the show.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Dude, $250 for all of that? Damn right I was going to buy it.
Well, that's not bad because a live stream that you're going to download on whatever on not on Amazon or Apple TV, I'm trying to say, is $20 or $30.
Yeah, I think it was 40.
Yeah, and a Blu-ray is $20. So I mean, that's $50 of stuff right there, and then you're getting the face mask, and that's not bad actually.
You got the limited. I bet the guitar picks are going to say New Year's Eve Dubai on it. It's probably so it's going to be a whole thing, and I thought it was worth it. A lot of great comments on on Twitter too, man. Man, we were just getting tons of comments. King Bav, good friend up there, says great show. My Rock and Roll Heaven says great set list. I agree with that. Rick Angie on 100,000 Years is a fucking jam to end all jams. Damn right. That was great that they threw that in there. Yeah. Eric Root says glad they put Strutter in there finally. They got to keep that in the set. Traveling Hiker, amazing show, incredible production. My family loved it. See, you watched it with the family.
Hey, that's the way to do it. So if you're watching it with the family and it's 4 or 5 people, that's $25 each. That's not bad.
You're getting a private Kiss show on New Year's Eve for $10 a piece.
No, what I'm getting is in my headphones without some drunk behind me going, I don't know why they're playing this song again, or what, or hey, I saw you at the mall yesterday, and it's like, you're at a fucking show. Why are you talking about being at the mall?
Some guy behind you saying, "They call me Dr. Love."
Oh, God.
Smelling like beer and BO. The other thing I was cracking up on Twitter, somebody wrote saying like, oh, I just can't get into it. There's no crowd. It's not the same vibe. And I was like, you know what? Kiss fans will complain about anything. You're getting those people that are actually there lucky enough, they're following all the protocols for COVID and all the crap. They're getting a private Kiss show in reality. Like the smallest Kiss show, the biggest, smallest Kiss show you'll ever see. And you're getting it from your house. On your headphones, full sound quality. You don't got to worry about feedback or the decay and the bouncing in the arena of the sound. Like it's the best way that you could possibly watch it. Why are you complaining? Or
the drunk behind you know what? The Kiss fans that love to complain and Metallica fans love to complain.
Van Halen fans love to complain.
I'm going to generalize, and I'll probably get some flack for this, but rock fans love to complain because you go to Duran Duran or Madonna, they're just happy that their whatever is on whatever, whether it's whether it's Twitch or TV or did you see Madonna on Twitch? Oh my God.
Exactly. They don't overanalyze these things. People saying like, oh, was Paul really singing and stuff like that? Like, who cares? Just have fun.
But rock fans do that. You'll be like, what? Why is Kiss on Twitch? I don't understand. Is their career? Oh, it's like, but Madonna fans love Madonna wherever she is. They don't give a rat's behind. She's on a milk carton. I got to buy 2.
Yep. Exactly. That's it.
But it's funny. What I've noticed is because I sort of get a sense of the people that follow me on Twitter and on Facebook, and those that are always very positive about Kiss and always very, I'm a fan, and they go to the shows.
Yeah,
they loved it. Every single one of them said, I got my money's worth. And the ones that are just always willing to denigrate and tear apart, whether it's I don't like Michael Schenker, I don't like Kiss, I don't like Metallica. They're like, and it's, you know what? It's like, I bet you they didn't even watch it.
No, exactly. 90% of the time, the haters are the ones that are like analyzing it. And then like the other percentage are the people that didn't even watch it. And then are like, oh, they suck. I'm not watching. No. Yeah. I saw it. And they saw, what was your favorite part? Oh, well, that part. Nah, you didn't watch it, dude. You're just complaining on social for nothing,
But Tears Are Falling back in the set list. Well, in fact, they played it, I think, when we were in Manchester.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
But Heaven's on Fire, and like, it was the perfect mix of Kiss,
old and new.
It was perfect. I mean, you can't complain. If you're going to complain about that, you're not a Kiss fan. And if you want to hear you go to the Kiss cruise.
Should they have given Tommy Thayer a moment to shine? I mean, Eric Singer does Beth. Should Tommy have done Shock Me, or what's that song he used? No, he did a solo.
Yeah,
he didn't. Don't get me started on solos. But should he have done? I'm losing that. What was that? Lightning Strikes or?
Well, he didn't do this. Well, he did his guitar solo.
Yeah. Listen, I don't care who you are, whether you're Alex Lifeson or Neil Peart or Michael Shank. I'm not a solo guy.
Yeah.
I don't.
But did we really need Tommy singing?
I think you do. I think you need to have. Kiss is sort of the rock and roll Beatles, and it's kind of, I think you need all four guys having their moment.
But technically he was singing the whole time because he was doing backing vocals.
Yeah, but I think he needs the moment to step up front. I think, and remind me, what is that song from Sonic Booms? Lightning Strikes or
something like that. But you know what? If they did do that, they would have been, every Kiss fan would have been bitching and moaning. Oh, why is Tommy singing that stupid song? They could have played Unholy instead.
Well, you told me they should have played Unholy instead of I, though of course they never played I. So
they never did. Yeah. If there's any, I'm trying to think, like, if there's anything I would have swapped out of the set.
Well, you already said Say Yeah. Oh, Lightning Strikes is the
name. Lightning Strikes. Yeah.
I would have been fine with Shock Me, but they should have maybe done 2000 Man and call it the, two, and then at some point just switch it to 2020 Man. Just to be,
I'm the 2021 man.
Which one do you switch? Well, I don't know about swapping out, but I have to say, I have always thought that Rock and Roll All Night should be the show opener, because it's like, hey, everybody, you want to fucking rock and roll all night? Boom, let's go.
Yeah. And
then I think that also confuses the fan, because when you're at a venue and you hear it, you go, all right, honey, we got to go to the parking. That's the last song. You sort of have this, oh, it's over. But you come out and you play it. First, people go, oh, okay, well, now what? What's going to end the set? Like, I think that would be a great way to sort of mix it up without really changing anything. I mean, you're not changing the song.
Well, that goes back to me talking about Say Yeah. If they opened up the show with the first verse of Say Yeah, that gets everybody pumped and everything. They could easily do that with, Rock and Roll All Night. Open up the show with Kiss.
Yeah, you see, because I remember going to see Bon Jovi years ago. I think it was like 2005. And they opened up with Living on a Prayer, which had always been the encore.
Yeah.
And they opened with Living on a Prayer, and I just went, oh, what? It's already one song, we're done?
Shania Twain did that on her Up tour. They would open up the show with Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And it was like, damn right, that's the perfect opening song.
Yes. And I think Rock and Roll All Night would be like, you want to rock and roll all night in Dubai with us? Let's do it. And I've always thought that it should be an opener at some point.
We'll talk to Gene next time and ask him, Gene, how come you guys don't open your show with Rock and Roll All Night? Well, that would be like starting your dinner with the cappuccino.
You know what? Years ago, by the way, I got blocked from Gene's Twitter because he had said something and all these fans had responded. And I wrote back and said, I agree with Gene. I have a screenshot of it. I said, I agree with Gene. And I got blocked. I think they just blocked everybody who was talking.
Everybody that was in the thread, you just got blocked de facto.
I think everybody who was in the thread just got blocked because I actually didn't say anything negative. And, if they're hearing this, could somebody just go to Gene's Twitter and unblock me? I didn't do anything. If I had said something, I would have understood it.
Listen, rock stars are the most sensitive people on the planet. So even though we were 99% positive in this whole video, the one thing they're going to take away is the negative that we said. And it really wasn't even that negative. Like, I thought
for me, it's the camera angles. For me, it's the camera angles, but that has nothing necessarily to do with the
that's the only thing I will say, too. When they do if they do, in fact, go and recut the thing for the Blu-ray and stuff, I hope they get like the guy that directs like all the Kiss stuff, because he does a great job, whoever their in-house video director is, and whoever was doing the show, I don't know who it was. Like, the dude just needs to, he didn't know Kiss. So like I said, there's certain musical cues that I wanted to see, better. Eric Singer was doing a freaking badass drum fill and they cut to like some bitch in the crowd. And I'm like, first of all, I don't care. I want to see Eric do the drum fill.
Yes. Yeah. And you know, again, I'm going to put this on me. I'm not going to blame the band. I don't watch shows like that. I'll sit there and I'll look at, you know, Tommy do his thing or whoever, you know, Steven, Tyler, or Joe, and I'll just watch them and then I'll move to the next guy. And I like that sort of focus.
Yeah.
And
do you think they'll do what they did with Rock the Nation, and they'll do Power Vision on this version?
I don't know. That sort of was an idea that came and went, I think.
Yeah, like a one-off. Because I would love to just watch Eric playing his kit from the show, because he was playing like a monster and doing all the fills and just like, you know, all over the place, and just, oh man, that'd be so cool if they did it.
And I'll finish on the editing. It's like, listen, imagine trying to watch, you know, Wimbledon tennis with this kind of cut, or a hockey game with these kind of cuts, where the guy's, you know, skating down the ice and suddenly they're showing you the popcorn vendor, and it's like,
well, Mitch, don't forget, half the sales pitch was the fact that they have over 50 cameras, so they had to use them.
Yes, and I don't bemoan them for using them. They should have just been used wiser
and more effectively.
Slower cuts, more, and you know, have the 50 cameras going and have a producer going, oh shit, camera 48's got a killer shot, let's go to that. Not like beep 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 beep.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it was almost like it was an algorithm or something that would, like, a computer was automatically doing the cuts and like didn't know. You know,
like, no, just boop.
And the other thing is that if you have 50 cameras, it doesn't mean you have to use every single shot in every single song.
No, it means you have 50 cameras for two reasons. A, that one camera is picking up something that you never thought you were going to see, so boom, go to it. And B, when you go to the DVD, you go, look at all this B-roll footage that I can use and do an alternative take. And the bonus tracks can be the whole show shot with the different cameras, or
exactly
like you said, Kiss-O-Vision, but I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like Paul's singing and then Paul's not singing. Where'd he go?
Yeah. Where'd they go? Why are we looking at the back of the stage again? Like, you know, which I understand. I'm sure that was like a big ad for the resort they were on at and everything. But I just hope they go and recut it for the Blu-ray, because you have 50 cameras. It could have looked so much better, you know?
But it was live. It was on. I'm wondering, by the way, if on the replays, if they're gonna do anything, because the way the show started, I was watching the pre-show, and then suddenly I was watching the show, and I was like, oh.
Did they have the normal, like, you wanted the best, you got the best, like, or did it just
you see, this is what I don't know. I was on my cell phone, and then all of a sudden the show was on, so either I was so engrossed in my cell phone and I missed it, or they just did a real rough cut. And I saw a couple of people on Facebook say there was a rough cut, and I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe it wasn't me, but I can't. I can't.
Maybe there was some sort of technical issue, and it just kind of like they just kind of jumped.
Well, and that's
because I remember I joined in the middle of Shout It Out Loud. I was like, oh, because it started at 1 o'clock. Like the pre-show started at noon, and then the show actually started at 1, right?
Right.
I joined in at like 1:02, and it was already in the middle of Shout It Out Loud. So I was like, wait, what happened?
Well, that's it. And that was it. Like it was suddenly like in the middle of the song. So I'm assuming that the band started at 9:58 or something, you know, or whatever, Dubai time.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm sure on the replay, you'll get the whole thing. It'll be unabated, unadulterated.
On the Blu-ray and whatever you do. So anyways,
but
there you go.
It was a fun way to spend a Saturday afternoon. And I know a lot of people were like, oh, I'm not going to watch it at 9 o'clock in the morning in California. It's like,
people are so dumb though. It's you have it for the weekend. Like, dude, come on. Oh,
yeah. Like,
people are so literal. I hate it. You know?
I know.
Anyway.
It's kind of like when I put stuff on Twitter. Like I put the other day on Twitter, what was what did I put? I said, what was one concert you missed in 2020? And somebody wrote back John Lennon. And I was like,
oh, didn't somebody write back the Motley Crue new tattoo tour?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I go, what show do you regret missing in 2020 or that was postponed and canceled in 2020 that you, and they went Motley Crue in Australia 2004. I'm like,
oh God.
So yeah, there is, but you learn as you're tweeting and becoming an influencer that you have to guess.
Yeah.
You sort of have to really massage your message to make sure that there's no double
you can't
entendres and
through it,
no super literal or anyway. But
Well,
if you haven't bought the stream and you're seeing this during the time where you still can because it's not going to be available forever,
yeah.
buy it. Just treat yourself. It's and if you're 4, 5, 6 in the family, it reduces the cost.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you take your family of 4 to a concert, whether it's Kiss or the Stones or whatever, you're spending $600, $700, $800 by the time you're done with the parking and the car and the food and the whatever.
Well, dude, the price of the stream is less expensive than 3 beers plus tip at the arena.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, so. And I don't know about other arenas, but in Montreal, the restaurants around, they have event pricing. So suddenly the rack of ribs becomes $30 instead of $15, and you're going, hey, and they go, Matt, you don't have to eat here if you don't want to. And you're like, well, okay.
Exactly.
So
like that time, where did we go? Madison's. they didn't even have all the options in front of the Bell Center.
No, and they had what was it? Venue pricing event pricing.
It was the event menu.
It's like event pricing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like it was double the price. I was like, what? No, fuck off.
It's ridiculous. It's taking advantage. Anyways, kiss2020goodbye.com. You still got time to buy your stream. Download it, buy it tonight. It's a great show. It's a fun thing to do. New Year's Eve, nothing else is going on. Watch some Kiss. Buy, if you buy one of the big VIP packages, you get some cool merch with it. I think even Paul and Gene are selling their basses and guitars from the show. And so, if you're a real hardcore Kiss collector, you got so many options. So go and support.
And you get to hear God of Thunder with Sacred Gold.
With alternate lyrics. That's worth the price of admission right there.
Was to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me be first to say it. Happy New Year, Mitch.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, we're still a few hours away, but by the time folks see this, it will be. And of course, it is already in Dubai. So
yeah, that's it. Well, there you go. And make sure you go subscribe. Go subscribe to Mitch's YouTube channel. Follow on Twitter. Subscribe to my channel. Hit like and subscribe.
Excuse me. Follow the verified Twitter.
Oh, God. I'm ending this. Go follow Mitch on Twitter. Yes, he's verified. I tried to get verified on Instagram this week, and I got an email back saying, unfortunately, your account doesn't meet the criteria. You're not searched enough or something like that.
Oh boy!
Right, but I'm still a news person. Like, come on.
You know what? Not to badmouth the end of the news, but how come when you're in the media, your media folks don't search out to have their on-air personalities verified? Because that looks good for everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they should just do like a batch like verification, like send an email to Twitter, say, hey guys, these are our news personalities, our media people. Can you just
because I look at different organizations, TSN, Sportsnet, whatever, and they'll have guys that have like 900 followers, but they're verified. And it's got to be the media branch that's going, need these guys verified because it looks good for us.
No, exactly. So, well, I'm repping my Kiss Stay at Home tee.
I got my wonderful Scorps all the time.
Rocking my end of the road denim jacket. I'm rocking the Canuck tuxedo today. I got my jeans on and I got my jean jacket.
The Canuck tuxedo. You've seen what is that? The DoorDash or whatever commercials where they talk about that?
Yeah. It was a DoorDash. It was like Uber Eats
or whatever. They're like, you can't be wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
All right. Well, kiss2020goodbye.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Happy New Year, everybody.
Bonsoir.
The Jeremy White Podcast. Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Available wherever you get your podcasts.
The Jeremy White Podcast.
With Bustan. For the best Lebanese cuisine in Montreal, it's got to be Bustan. Visit bustan.ca.
And loudtracks.com. Helping fans connect to their favorite artists. 100% high quality, officially licensed band merchandise that supports the artists you love. Visit our official band merch store at loudtracks.com. Watch the Jeremy White Podcast exclusively on YouTube.